Previously on Dread and Breakfast. Get out.
Oh, Mrs. Spillman, you're out and about very loudly and conspicuously.
And Fritz just crawls out of the dumbwaiter and will just hand you the book. I'm so done with this fucking house.
The Harvest Interlude.
Yay! And Sister Teresa's so struck by the beauty of this spork that she falls down dead. What?
George Spillman's mining ring is from Eloise Blackburn. The Eloise Blackburn.
Doesn't the lore go that George killed Eloise? I feel like she'd probably be on our side. The registration for his plot is somewhere in the records room at church.
You have to go into the catacombs to access the records room.
I'm gonna play lookout, boys.
You see a long hallway walled with bones. You hear echoes of your last confrontation.
Fuck. What color are the moths?
Moths are blue.
What do the moths look like to Kit?
The moths are blood red. Officer O'Malley, make me a pull.
Oh no. Oh no.
I just got here.
You can refuse.
I know, but I don't want to.
You can refuse. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure now is the time to. I mean, would you like the ride?
Oh!
So good.
Okay.
Jacob.
What if that was literally just the top of the episode? Is that immediately
The tower falls?
you're done?
That would suck.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That would be very bad. Officer O'Malley, you and Fritz are, let's say, feet down the hallway, and you're in front of a big door that Fritz has just unlocked. As Fritz has unlocked this big door, there is a scream from the other end of the hallway where Kit is screaming that Fritz's moths are red. You, a moment ago, would have sworn that they were blue. And then a heavy weight was kind of lifted off of you. It came on so slowly and subtly that you did not feel it there to begin with. And once that was kind of peeled back, you saw that the moths were indeed red. You don't know this, but you're probably not infected with the rot yet.
Yikes.
What are you doing to keep it that way?
Leave. I'll go.
Do you go deeper in?
No.
Bro.
Options that I see. You've got 3. You could go further up and further in. You could go out, or you could go through the door.
Out seems safest, and I'm going to grab for the moth.
Excuse me, my friend. Those are mine. Those are mine.
I mean, are you also leaving? Because if you're coming with me, I'm not worried about it. But
I have some questions about the door.
I have some questions about what Jacob's doing. Jacob, you are attempting to leave,
preferably with moth.
preferably with moths. Okay, perfect. Fritz, your questions.
Is the door as big as the one that we came through that looks like it can seal in air to the records room?
It looks as big as the one that you came through, yes.
Does it look like it can seal through air?
Fritz, how would you know that in the 5 seconds you have to make this estimation?
Great. I trade my mods for O'Malley's flashlight, and I pull my shirt up over my face and I want to go into the records room. If I'm exposed, I'm exposed at this point. I need 10 grand.
I'm fine with this. This seems like a fair trade.
Okay. So, Officer O'Malley, you're running?
Yes, away.
All right, Fritz, make me a pull to not get the rot.
Fuck me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. That's fine.
You can always refuse. You can always refuse.
I do not want to end up like Constance. Thank you
That's-
very much.
I mean-
that's not.
She.
All right.
It's not a great one to take, Marissa.
It didn't fall, so it's fine.
That's true.
And like I am moving quickly. Like I do not want to be in here as any longer than I can.
Absolutely.
Where are these records? I'm going.
All right, you're in a room. It is lined with bookshelves that have binders on them. The binders have last names. They're all like covered in webs and like cobwebs, and dust is everywhere. Marissa's giving me a look.
My spider sense is like high alert this season. Anytime you mention webs.
That's super fair. That's super valid. Eventually, further back in the room, it gets so old that there's not even binders. There's just kind of like rolled up bits of paper that are like kind of stacked.
Scrolls, you might say.
You could call them scrolls.
That's unfortunate because the paper should not be stored down here. I want to grab the Spillman binder, please.
Okay. You go towards the S's.
Quickly, very quickly.
You go towards the S's quickly. Now, I'm giving you a lot for writing distressingly agile on your character sheet.
I mean, it's a brilliant thing she wrote.
Thank you. I finally cracked the code. It only took me 50 fucking episodes.
I'm worried that we're all going to somehow cram like very fast at thing on our character sheets from now on.
Well, my question would be, does his agility increase the more distressing that... Because he's not just agile, he's distressingly agile. So maybe in this moment he's like Spider-Man, flicking around.
I'm full of adrenaline.
Okay.
Also, like, if you want to be mean, just because I move fast doesn't mean I read fast.
That's
you know?
fair.
Like, not to give you any more weaponry, but I don't know how educated Fritz is.
He's an incredibly intelligent inventor, cannot read.
Illiterate.
Yeah.
Dropped out at the 3rd grade.
What's your int score?
Christine, I don't think Hooked on Phonics has been invented yet. So yeah, Fritz might be fucked.
Street smarts, not book smarts, my friends. Like, what do you want?
Marissa, is Fritz illiterate?
Half the town is probably named after Spillman. Even if you are illiterate, that's probably a very familiar series of shapes.
That's valid.
I don't think he's illiterate, but I don't think he is he is superhuman at reading. I think he has a normal average reading speed.
Okay, a general reader, you would say. How bad do I want to make this?
Not at all. You want it to be great, I thought.
So Fritz, I'll give you an option.
Okay.
You can make a poll, and you will be in and out of here, I'm going to say 30 seconds. Without a poll, it takes you at least a minute. Maybe a little bit longer. You have no idea how long you need to be exposed to bad air to contract the rot. That is not something that has been scientifically studied. Because, oh my god, can you imagine the tests? Monstrous.
Not good.
I mean,
Christine? No? What?
I'm just thinking about, 4 years ago when we were in a very similar position of not knowing.
It's not good.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, I see.
I am going to possibly exploit a loophole. I am going to hold my breath and refuse your pull.
Whoa!
And try to buy myself some time.
Whoa! She's playing with fire.
All right. I don't want to touch that tower right now. There's a couple spots that are very bad.
That's super fair, Fritz.
So I'll take your minute, but I am holding my breath for as long as it will last to not breathe it in.
Okay.
Whoa! I just got chills, Marissa.
Fritz, how good is your breath holding ability? Can you hold it for the full minute?
I probably, yes. I'm going to say yes because I'm agile. I'm physically fit. I swim in the lake all the time. I have excellent lung strength.
You swim in the lake?
Yeah, Lake Kestrel.
Yeah.
And you swim there? Are you sure?
I ain't afraid of no witch. Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you.
If I, a real human being, hold my breath for a minute, will you let me do it? That'd be terrible audio, but... I try.
Yeah, Marissa, go for it.
Oh,
audience,
shit.
we'll cut this out.
Whoa, I can't believe
Oh
you
my
did
God,
it.
Marissa,
Wait,
you
hold
held
on,
your breath
hold
for a
on.
full
Yeah,
minute?
hold on. No, hold on. No, hold on. Just cut to Kit and O'Malley.
Kit, how are you doing in this moment?
I have a question that I want to ask you and not anybody else.
Ooh, secret chat?
Yeah.
All right,
Secret chat.
let's go.
That's not fair. That's not fair. What do you mean? Bye, y'all.
Now, wait.
Hello.
Welcome to the secret chat, audience. How you
Welcome.
doing?
It's good to be here. It's been a little while.
It's so fun.
This will be real quick.
Yeah.
Who has the book right now?
Who has the book right now?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was established.
Well, fuck. Okay. I think actually, you know what? The
Mhm.
last time we talked about the book, Jacob had it and he was like thumbing through it at the bar.
Okay, so then Jacob has it still.
And that's fine with Kit.
And he's coming back. He's running back to you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Bye, audience.
Nice chatting.
See you back in the main room.
Hello. We have returned.
While you were away, I definitely held my breath for like a full minute. Don't even worry about it. We didn't talk at
Jacob,
all.
did Marissa hold her breath?
For so long, you'd never believe it.
Okay. Wow. I mean, I know Jacob would never lie to me. So,
Yeah.
Marissa, you obviously Fritz is able to hold his breath for this time. Kit, do you have a thing that you want to do in this moment?
Yes, I am like holding the door open and like gesturing like, come on, get out of there.
And I'm getting out of there.
And like reaching, I'm not entering into, actually, no, I don't even think I'd cross the threshold, but I'm like keeping the door open and like clearing space for Officer O'Malley to come through.
Okay. Brennan, you make it through. You guys are back in the atrium leading into the catacombs.
And how are my moths?
They seem blue at this moment.
That's a great color for them. I love it.
When did they turn blue? Like at the threshold?
Like 2-3 steps before the threshold.
Okay, all right. So Fritz is still he's still in the records room?
That you can see.
Fuck, okay, all right. Officer, I don't mean to be crass, but, and she takes a step away from him, be like, for all I know, you're a little contaminated, so, maybe I should hold on to that. And, like, she reaches for the moths.
Now, if anybody needs these, it's me, the one who's been exposed the most, so that I can keep track of my exposure.
Okay, fine. Well, then at least hand me the book, because if you start losing your mind, we need to be able to come back to Colin with the thing that we said that we were gonna go get.
I mean, I also would like to go get the thing we said we would go get.
I
and-
know, but if you start losing your mind because you've got the rot, I'm looking out for all of us here. Somebody needs to be able to get it back to him safely if we're gonna get paid at all.
Are you gonna fucking triple cross us, kid? I'm gonna.
Why would I
fucking
be
lose my
triple
whole
crossing
mind.
you? You're the one that's got the information about where Spillman is. This book's not that helpful to us if you're
I don't
not
know.
with us. If we don't know.
The secret chat's fucking me. I want to know.
Fritz,
what
are
it
you...
was.
I have a question for you, Fritz. Are you just grabbing the binder and then getting out, or are you, like, looking through it in the room?
If I can find it within like a minute, I'm gonna look at it, memorize it, and leave because I don't want to go back to put it back. So,
Why would we need to put it back?
because people know it's gone when they see
You've been exposed.
a body.
Why would that matter? Also, people don't seem to go down there that much. I mean, we can't have this conversation because we're in a time-sensitive thing and in different rooms. But Brennan O'Malley, not worried about putting the book back.
That's fair. I will look at it long enough to verify that it is the year that Spillman died and that he is in there. You know, because I don't want to go back in for a different Spillman book, and then I will run out.
Okay. So, Kit, while you and Brennan are having this discussion about who should be holding on to the journal, if you look into the catacombs, you see Fritz running out towards you.
Holding his breath.
He's starting to turn kind of, like, purple in the face.
I mean, I make way for him to come out of there too.
Yeah,
But
same.
I'm also not like getting close to either of these people who have just been contaminated with the rot.
Fair enough.
The second I am out, you gotta close that door, though.
Kit, are you slamming the door shut?
I mean, yeah, I guess I was holding the door open, so yeah.
Okay, make me a pull.
Oh.
You can refuse.
I think she runs away from the door and is just like scampering away because she doesn't want to be near either of you.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
Hey, O'Malley, close it.
I am halfway to the staircase.
O'Malley, the moths are purple.
What does purple mean?
They're transitioning.
It's between red and blue.
Oh.
Color theory.
Jacob, 1 color point for you.
Yay! I need to write down color.
Okay, fine. Then if none of you fuckers are touching the door, I'm going to run through, slam it shut,
Okay.
and then collapse.
What did the record say? Before you start losing your mind to the rot, what did it say? And if you fucking lie to me right now, I'm gonna put you in the grave with Spillman.
Here! And Fritz throws you the binder
I take it.
and starts emptying out his backpack very, very quickly. He is shaking. He is breathing like super heavy. He's like probably starting to black out a little bit at this point. And he produces a small vial. It's like a little tincture of this like pulpy orange juice. It's that consistency, but it's like an opaquish gray kind of white.
Gray and chunky.
Chunky a little bit. Rips open the cork and just fucking downs it immediately.
Cool.
I'm flipping through the binder and reading everything I can.
I'm checking my moths. Are they blue or are they still purple?
Doors slam shut. Moths are blue.
Okay. I'm fine. I pause halfway up the stairs and watch this unfold.
Kit, you are able to find the grave site of one George Spillman. You know where he is buried. You know where on like the third plot of cemetery where he is, that you know exactly where his grave is located.
Great. I'm not reading this out loud.
Bitch.
Because here's the thing. I'm the only one who's not been exposed to the virus that eats your brain.
Fair.
So I want to make sure that I know the truth, and I'm not telling you that I know the truth because I don't know what the fuck the rot's going to do to you or to us. Whatever we saw that Constance had become, like, it was fucking scary. And so...
But you didn't see that.
But you guys told me about it.
They did tell you about it.
That's fair.
Great detail.
We trusted you.
And you... And at least Fritz was like really messed up about it. So like I'm aware that there's like some shenanigans going on here having to do with the rot. I would know about the rot. And if this heist is going to go the way that we want it to go, somebody's got to keep a clear head and they've got to keep hold of the information here. I'm doing what's best for the group. Don't you go getting all squirrely on me just because I'm trying to protect all of our asses. I don't know what this voice is, but
Jacob, you sounded so sad.
That's how manipulation works.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay. Kit, you know where George Spillman is buried. Fritz, you have just downed a tincture.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to explain why?
I think Fritz will look at O'Malley on the stairs and Fob, because we talked about this briefly, because I warned you about this in between recording.
Which was very kind of you.
Do I have a second dose of this mixture?
On you?
Yes.
That would be a pull. Somewhere that you could get to, I would say yes.
Okay, we're going to go with that option.
That's funny.
Wow, we are all so scared of the tower right now.
You guys are
not
all
good.
scared of the tower, and I love that it's not really, you guys aren't affecting yourselves, you're hurting each other because
We're
of this.
criminals, Fob. What do you want?
I know. It's like, hey, can I save Jacob? Yeah, for a pull.
You orchestrated this.
You did.
So juicy.
Would it be at the bar, at my apartment, or at, shall we say, je ne sais quoi, the source of where I usually get this?
I feel like you get to answer that. The bar and your apartment, basically the same building, though.
That's fair. We're going to go with the easy option and say the speakeasy.
Coward. Okay.
Oh.
So Fritz is like still on the ground, still shaking, and he like points at O'Malley. Okay, we gotta go back to the close shave, now.
I mean, I'm never one to turn down a drink, but there's business to be done.
Yeah, and the business is you drinking what I just drank. There's a time window. It should prevent you from getting the rot. I'll explain when we get there, but we gotta go.
I don't want the rut, so
Great, I start moving. I start moving.
to the copmobile.
Vroom vroom.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, now you're gonna give us a ride?
In the trunk.
Maybe Kit should drive.
He's not a cop.
I think I'm gonna walk. I don't want to be in an enclosed space with either of you.
I have enough doses for you too. You're probably fine, but it'll be fine.
Officer O'Malley,
Yes.
I need a pull from you.
Fuck.
For driving my own car.
No, not for that.
Okay.
Oh.
You can refuse the pull.
Yeah, but I like living.
I mean, I don't.
Hey.
I think
Oh, he's falling!
Jacob.
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 Okay.
Okay, I've done it.
Oh my
I
God.
live.
I think I just witnessed spicy Jacob, and I'm here for it. All right, Jacob, you do not start hallucinating as you drive a motorized vehicle through the town of Spillman
no.
on a day when many people are walking the streets, eagerly enjoying a festival. That doesn't happen, so don't worry about it.
Ugh.
Great.
Was it an option? Who knows? But
Sounds
it
like it.
definitely doesn't happen. You guys make it back to the speakeasy. Kit is, we'll say, 10 minutes behind.
Yeah, because I'm walking.
Yeah.
Kit, are you doing anything while you walk, or are you just kind of like going there?
I'm trying to think.
We can come back to you if you want. We can do their scene.
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay. Kit, we'll come back to you.
Great.
Brennan and Fritz, you guys are outside the close shave.
I run in.
Okay.
I'm probably knocking stuff over. Like, we have urgency. I twist the cap on the bar stool. I hear
Yeah.
the click. I shove open the panel. I don't even close it behind me. And I run down the stairs. The little choo-choo train, like, choo-choos around. The shot pours. No one's there to take it.
No, I'm
And-
there. I'm following you, and there's a great shot there. So,
Great.
yum yum.
Yeah, after you take that shot, Fritz has like vaulted over the bar, is like throwing bottles around, like pulls out amongst the like simple syrup a similar looking how big would you say it is, Fob? Maybe like a bitters container amount?
I'd be like half a bitter's glass.
Okay. Enough for like 2 shots.
1 or 2 doses, yeah.
Perfect. Then you take the shot, Fritz grabs the shot glass, pours you a dose, and shoves it at you.
Drink it right now.
Glug glug.
It tastes disgusting. It's gloppy and thick and like just slides down your throat so slowly.
Gross. I'm gonna reach for a bottle of rum now.
As a chaser.
I will swap out the rum with some peach moonshine, actually, and give you that.
It's fine.
And the minute you take the dose, Fritz looks visibly relieved and just will, like, slump down in a chair, head in his hands, and just, like, oh, that was close, that was close, that was close, that was close, that was close. I think you should be good. You had the moonshine earlier, right?
I do believe I did.
I think we established the moonshine is the welcome shot.
It sure is.
Well, then I've had at least 3 shots of it today.
Okay. Great. We'll know in, depending on how the rat reacts to you, 10 minutes to 10 years, if that worked. But hopefully we're both safe. Great.
It seems like enough time to retrieve a ring, I believe it was, whatever the MacGuffin was.
Yeah, dig up a corpse, rip a ring off his finger. Yeah.
At that moment, you start hearing a slight knocking at the escape hatch.
God damn it. No.
I look at Fritz and I just whisper like, we can just leave him.
Officer O'Malley.
I can't deal with another round of that. I can't.
We
I can't.
slowly back away.
Officer O'Malley, I come to report.
Continue leaving.
Hello.
Just walking up the stairs.
I know that you are in here.
Can I grab the moonshine and the second dose on the way out?
Of course.
Sick.
Ignoring me, are you?
The door upstairs has closed.
The camera pans down to Chauncey Chauncington sitting cross-legged beneath the exit hatch, and he has several moths around him that are all blue. None of them are in a cage. They're just kind of loose.
Oh, God. What?
And he goes, I see. They're going to play it like that, eh? Well, they will rule the day that they made an enemy of Chauncey Chauncington.
Oh, this could be bad, actually. If he's in with Holbrook. Yikes.
You guys come out of the speakeasy. I think around this time, Kit is either walking up towards you or something else has happened. Thwack, we cut to Kit. What's up?
So Kit is going to take her time walking to the speakeasy, perhaps walk through town a little bit. It's been a very jarring experience, and so she walks through the Harvest Festival.
Oh, no.
Okay.
There are 3 different people I think that she might be willing to run into here. And I kind of want to leave it up to Fob about who he thinks would be most interesting. So let me just... I feel like I'm being super shady.
And are.
You're being shady as fuck, Christine. I
yes.
saved a life today, and you stole our information and fucked up.
I've done everything that I have said that I would do to keep this heist on the rails, and I have not done anything to hurt the heist, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Marissa, you did save a life in the selfish option where you didn't have to risk yours for it.
Yeah. But I still did it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, Christine, do you want to text me or
I've just sent
what?
you a chat with the 3 people that she might be interested in talking to. Whether or not she runs into any of these people, she's just walking through the Harvest Festival.
Is one of them Sister Therese? Because I have terrible news for her.
I think she runs into the ambulance people that have finally arrived and are just now beginning to cart off the corpse of Sister Therese.
Rip.
What a gruesome sight.
You see? I think the most gruesome thing is that people are just not really reacting. It's very strange.
There's a lot about this town that I really don't understand. It's a good thing I'm getting out of here soon.
That's all really interesting, Christine. You've given me 3 great options.
Dice.
This is
Dice.
The thing is, I DM'd in a really sneaky kind of way, and now I feel like it's changed the way that I'm playing.
I am going to roll dice because
okay, great. I love it.
I genuinely can't decide which one of these is best.
You hear that, everybody? Peer pressure works.
Yeah.
I want to know what the options are very badly.
Okay, Christine. All right, here we go.
How are you doling out the options? Just option 1, option 2, option 3, and then...
I'm doling them out by 2s, and I'm rolling a d6. You gave me 3
great.
options, so
Yes.
we'll see who I get. Oh, I think that might have been my favorite option, too.
Oh.
While walking through the Harvest Festival, you see Sister Therese being taken away in an ambulance.
I do a sign of the cross because I did care at least a little bit about Sister Therese. She never did anything to actively piss me off.
That's so perfect that you did that. As you make the sign of the cross, you hear a voice behind you say, huh, now who's that supposed to fool?
Oh.
I'm in the middle of moving my hand from one shoulder to the other.
Mm-hmm.
And as I do, I turn towards Jacqueline and I say, well, Jacqueline, a sister has just died. I'm surprised to hear you speak with such candor. She was a friend of mine.
Kit, I think we both know that you don't really have any friends here in this town.
Oh,
Why are you still here? Was I not clear earlier?
Well, Jacqueline, I may not be wealthy in friends, but one thing that I am particularly wealthy in is knowledge about this fair town and about where things might be located.
Oh.
Things that would be of interest to the public, to certain politicians, to certain people managing campaigns who might be looking for a win after seeing how disastrous this year's Harvest Festival is going so far. I'm just saying, I might not be that useless to you.
Oh my god.
Jacqueline kind of stops and considers you for a moment. She can hear that you're not lying. And she looks at you a bit differently, gives you like a once-over. What are you offering?
Well, I'm offering some information that, if acted upon accordingly, could lead to quite a win for Mayor Holbrook when it comes to cleaning up the town. But there would be a few requirements were I to share this information. It's quite valuable, you see.
I swear to God. If you're doing what I think you're doing.
What are those requirements?
Well, you want me out of your hair, don't you?
I'd love you out of this town.
Well, you gotta set me up right then. I'll vamoose. You'll never see or hear from me again. But you gotta promise me that I'll be set up right. Because if I'm not, well, then I will be coming crawling back to get what's owed to me.
Oh, I think that can be arranged.
You think? Or you know?
I know that we could make sure that you're set up somewhere comfortably, but it does depend on how good the information you're selling is.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Where do you want to go?
Myrtle Beach.
Oh my god. Is that where did Kit go to Myrtle Beach and then come back with a shot glass and donate it to the Broken Yoke?
I mean, it
Many
depends on
years
how
later?
this all
That's-
goes.
who
you know?
knows?
If that's
Who
crawling back,
knows?
then maybe she did, but maybe it's just a place where everyone in Spillman wants to go. Who knows?
Apparently.
Yeah.
A mythical land.
Myrtle Beach is there.
They're Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Listen, Jacqueline, I have places that I need to be, so until you can confirm with me that this is going to be a safe deal, I best be on my way.
All right, I need to do some determinations. First, how upset are people at the Harvest Festival right now that a lady has died?
That beloved Sister Therese has
Beloved
That
died.
beloved
Therese.
Sister Therese has died. Canonically, up until this moment, no one that has been at the Harvest Festival has seemed to care that much.
It's true.
Well, but also the Crow Train is fucking late.
The Crow Train
The
late
Crow
as
Train is
fuck.
not on time.
That's a disaster.
It's
The Crow
honestly.
Train late, dead woman.
I mean, we knew this was a possibility. If the Crow Train was on time, we wouldn't need the Crow Train whistle or horn
That's
or
true.
whatever it was.
The Crow, Jacob, please. It was the Crow Train horn.
Yeah.
Caw.
But if my history lessons fare me well right now, I'm pretty sure this is like the latest that the Crow Train has ever been.
Your history lessons do fare correct. This is exceedingly late.
So people are getting antsy, and now a woman has died.
You can also see he's not doing a very good job of hiding it. You can see the stage where the scarecrows are set up to be judged. The curtain is still like down over the stage, but you can definitely see like someone rubbing up against it as they're like pacing back and forth. And just from the gait and the height, you can tell that it's Holbrook, and you can tell that he's not in a good way.
Oh, I would know that silhouette anywhere.
Yeah. As you turn to leave, Kit, Juckin goes, "Wait,
I stop. I turn a coy shoulder.
I can guarantee that you'll be set up. But I need to know what you're selling. Information, sure. Good information, great. But what is it?"
I know where the speakeasy is.
I fucking knew it. You fucking snake. You absolute fucking
I haven't said it yet.
snake.
That gets her attention. Okay, deal. I'll talk to Holbrook. You tell us where the speakeasy is. We get you enough money to settle yourself in Myrtle Beach.
And a clean slate for me. I don't want you coming after me on some technicality.
clean slate from us. And we never see you again.
You never see me again.
And she holds out her hand to shake.
Jacqueline takes it. Her hand is ice cold.
Oh. Ooh.
Fuck her. Fuck you.
All right. I think we thwack, and you are back with Fritz and Brennan.
I hustle up to them and I say, all right, I went through the Harvest Festival just to scope it out and see how much time we have left. The crow train still isn't here yet, so that puts us in a real good position.
Great.
I mean, we all knew the crow train hadn't come because we hadn't heard the horn.
It is starting to get dark, I will say.
How's that storm doing?
Clouds are rolling in. They're like over town.
Fritz just kind of shoves like a thing of moonshine at you. Be like, here, there's your antidote.
Whoa. What's this attitude about? Hold on.
What's what attitude? We all almost died. Sorry if I'm not as peppy as usual.
Okay, I just come in here and you seem pretty intent on being mean to me, and I didn't do nothing wrong.
Look, it's not every day you casually expose your deep, dark secret this. And he, like, will peek out the last dose, like, in his bag and, like, tuck it back in. Running a gin joint is one thing, and lacing your gin with placebos and old wives' tales is another. So, would appreciate it if you didn't, mention it. But all I'm saying is there's a reason that none of the miners who come to the speakeasy have gotten sick.
Well, your secret's safe with me, Fritz.
Why?
Oh, that's
why
biting.
Am I not,
That's
yeah, why am I
tragic.
not
Oh my god.
convinced?
Marissa, how's that knife feel in your back?
I'd just like to point out that Kit hasn't actually said anything.
You just made promises to say things.
Holbrook
Yeah.
knows that she knows.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you and Holbrook are doing because I never trusted that from the
A
beginning.
woman like her who's connected the way she is in town, of course she would know. And Holbrook knows that. So no miner has dropped dead.
If only we knew what the secret was. You've been pretty vague on what it is.
Yeah. I know a guy.
Oh?
Oh?
I do.
Oh?
I'm invoking it. I'm invoking the rule.
It's happening. It's
happening. It's happening.
She knows a guy.
Blah, blah, blah,
She knows a
blah.
guy.
She knows
Oh my
a
God.
guy.
Fritz knows a guy.
Hello, citizen. The fools before you forgot to explain the rules for I Know a Guy. This was an error on their part that I am here to correct in space and time. Once per season, each player may say that they know of someone in Spillman. The DM must then incorporate this character into the narrative. However, the player must then roll a die to determine how this character feels about them. This is the I Know a Guy mechanic. Watch it play out with me now.
All right, Fritz, who are you knowing?
Okay, so it's like this. I have a couple of hooch stills hidden around town. Hooch. And one of them is at Eloise Blackburn's old cottage that's burned down in the woods. I figured that it's superstition. No one would go looking around there. And I figured, hey, her old garden is a great source for some herbs for cocktail syrups. The lavender bee's knees was a big hit last spring. So I set up some discreet automatic watering cans, and for a while, bada bing, it's the cat's meow. And then I don't know, somebody found out about it, and they started leaving me notes. Sometimes they were scribbled in the dirt when I got there, and sometimes they were written with the burnt end of a coalwood stick, I think. And I don't know. They told me about this old tincture, and
It's something the miners used 20 years ago. It's spider webs, Spillman spider webs and sugar syrup.
Oh.
You take it after you've been exposed, and it's supposed to prevent the rot. Not cure it, but just... I don't know what the time window is, but I just know it works, okay? And so I started putting it in the moonshine and the welcome shots to just try and help. The rat's really messed up, and that's what I got.
I think you just fucking sent Christine.
I've thought about the spiders. There was a reason why Arthur McGupple was going to eat it. There was a reason why he eats spiders. Yeah.
Marissa, you play like 70 dimension chess. It's wild.
I'm thinking about it so much. Anyway.
Oh my god, that's good. Oh, woohoo. Okay, this is the second time now tonight that Marissa's given me the chills.
Sorry.
In a good way. Wow.
So I know a guy. I don't know who it is, but yeah.
Okay, question. Do you have to roll for this?
I do
You have to roll
for this. Hang on.
It's a D20 or a D12. Your favorite.
So, okay. So I have spawned a person into the world that Fritz knows. I now have to roll a D20 to establish morale. If it's a high number, they like me. And if it's a low number, there's a problem.
Is it like 50-50 for high and low? Like a luck check?
I think it's DM's discretion whether it's like just high-low or like a range. Like 10 is neutral.
I feel like it's a gradient.
Yeah.
Let it be known that I allow this D20 roll out of protest. The D12 is clearly the morale die.
I'm sorry, Tom.
All listeners know this is incorrect. This is wrong. We should be using a 12-sided die.
Hang on, let me get this dice fully.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really nervous about it.
Yeah, man.
What did you roll? It's a 3.
Oh no.
Remember Officer O'Malley when we were in the mine and Lloyd said that a still got found? It was that one by Eloise's old cottage. So I may have run out of my source, and this is the last dose left.
That whole area is completely razed.
Oh no. Oh no.
The cottage?
Oh no.
Whoever found your stash there, all gone.
Oh no.
They knocked down the cottage?
They knocked down everything and burnt.
Oh, they
my
burned
gosh.
it.
So that's what that wildfire was last week.
That's exactly what that wildfire was last week.
Yeah. So the spider webs in the tincture are from what my former friend said, have to be, and I quote, harvested fresh. So I don't know what that means, but I don't really know how to do that to a spider. So
You don't know how to milk a spider's ass?
No, I don't know that. Why would I know how to do
Yeah,
that?
if it's anything like a cow, you just squeeze it gently.
Officer, if you want to try that on a Friday night by yourself in your house, go for it. Who am I to stop you?
Chauncey pops up out of the ground and he salutes you, Officer Brennan. He said, Officer Brennan, if it is all right between you and your God, then it is fine by me. And he salutes and walks away.
Oh my god. No nickel required. Does that make sense though? Like what I'm putting into the world? Like I had like some correspondence with someone in town who knew what was going on, who was familiar with the old legend.
And it was probably a ghost who we've met before.
Was it Eloise?
I don't know. I've never met them. I legitimately don't know. Jacob just nodding.
I mean, I'm not one to make an ass out of you and me, but I'm pretty sure it was Eloise.
I mean,
I know, and I'm making notes.
great.
Oh my god!
So, and now I rolled a 3. So if it is
my
Eloise,
God.
that bitch fucking hates me.
So much is happening right now. If that is Eloise, and compared with what Kit said earlier about how like Eloise will totally be on our side, and you just rolled a 3.
I'm fucked.
Oh my god! Okay.
I'm fucked. I'm gonna get killed by a ghost.
Ooh, okay.
Damn.
It could be someone else in town. We don't know.
Could
We
be
don't know.
someone else
We
in
don't know.
town.
We don't know.
Could be someone else in town.
Yeah, some other mythical person who knows about brews and stuff.
Tinctures.
Eloise's twin sister, Meloise.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm in kind of a tight spot right now, and I could really use some cash to at least even some of it out. So if we're doing this, let's just try to avoid the rot moving forward.
Sounds good to me. Where do we dig?
I look at Kit. She had the book.
Would you have taken it through the Harvest Festival?
Yeah, I don't know if I would. I think I might have just left it.
At the church?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, you already read it.
You have the knowledge of what was in it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Let's dig there.
What is with the theme of just throwing books on the fucking ground and walking
You
away?
started it.
Hey, at least she didn't throw it at a person first.
All right.
The library in Spillman is just constantly a mess.
It's the library is like, what if a constant food fight, but if
But
food were
books.
books?
Well, I know where it is, but listen, I'm not calling into question your tinctures here, but you were exposed to the rot in a big way. So, in order to make sure that you're not getting affected by the rot, and neither are you, and she looks over at Officer O'Malley, we got to come up with some sort of check-in. I'm the only one who wasn't exposed to the rot, and I know where Spillman is buried. But obviously I can't go get it by myself. So you need me to make sure you're not going crazy, and I need you twos to make sure that we can finish the job, okay?
Are you suggesting like a safe word?
Something like that, or just like
Rutabaga.
Perfect, love it. I'm just a little. You just had that ready to go.
So quick.
What kind of stuff are you into, officer?
I was just gonna say, Officer O'Malley, you had that way too fast.
So, I'm a little hesitant to say where it is out loud because, I don't know, something could happen with the way that you're perceiving it and the rod, and I don't know. So what if we just keep telling each other a story that we all know, and as we're going along, we can just keep each other in check that we're still keeping our wits about us. Are you all catching my drift here?
Sure. What story did you have in mind?
Well, you know, there's that weird Spillman rhyme.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the 1924 version of the story?
Fuck yeah, Christine. Fuck yeah, Christine.
Oh, yeah. The one that goes, there once was a witch who lived in the wood who made us believe she did only good.
Kit looks over to Officer O'Malley expectantly.
Spillman cornered the wretch, put an end to her spree, and stabbed her to death with the branch of a tree.
He sent that witch to a watery grave, and for a time we thought ourselves saved.
But when 13 years have come and gone, once again lots must be drawn.
When the 8th moon hangs in a starless sky, she'll lure you into the woods to die.
So beware of spiders and the whispers that say,
The
witch
witch
will
always have
have
her
her
way.
"Hey."
Great. Works for me.
Okay, all right, we've got our safety set up. Great, we love our safety
Mhm,
tools.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
All right, so I guess our next steps are...
Find some shovels.
Well, I know a guy.
Do you?
Are
know
you?
No.
Are you using yours? 2 in 1? I got 2 of you?
No.
I know a guy, it's old Shovel McGee.
I mean,
Shovel
No.
McGee, he's the shovelly man.
but I know a lot of guys. That's the thing. Whether I roll for him or not.
I feel like they'd have shovels at the festival at the digging for apples section.
Digging for apples.
Jacob, no, I'm sorry, you're misremembering. It's the digging for chicken eggs,
What?
clearly.
What?
They bury chicken eggs the year before, and then they dig them up this year to see
What
how many
sort
you
of
can find.
Backwoods horse shit is that?
Spillman, you've been here. You know it's like
what
this.
they. Marissa, there's a crow train. Marissa,
Wait, Do they bury the crow eggs? When
Yes.
the crow train comes, whatever eggs
Yes.
are on there,
Yes.
can't let those be. Get those in the dirt right now.
Yes. And then you have to dig them up to find them.
Why are we finding them though?
To make room for the new ones. You dig up the crow egg pit.
And they gamified it, so now it's an event.
And then they use them for the big egg toss in the park.
Yes,
And
exactly.
People do extra good because they really don't want year-old rotten egg all over them.
It'd be very funny.
Are these eggs like changed at all in like a weird way because they're buried in Spillman specifically?
It's really strange. They seem to not find all of them every year. There seem to always be at least like one or two missing.
Brown crows.
What?
Crow moles.
That's almost as scary as sand sharks.
Sand sharks? What in the science fiction is happening?
Spillman.
I think we're all having a stroke collectively.
We went back to the old energy for this story.
So, maybe I know a guy. I don't want to like use my thing, but like I've probably slept with somebody who owns a shovel or two. That's just,
Yeah, old Shovel Sam. You and him go way back.
We go way back. It's kind of one of those things that like it started as a beneficial thing, and sometimes it's just because I like him, but don't tell anybody.
Sometimes it's for shovels.
Were the benefits his shovels?
I feel like there are shovels probably at the cemetery because they need them to dig graves.
Yeah, they gotta bury dead people all the time.
Where do you think Shovel Sam works?
And thwack. We're at the cemetery. You see these like wrought iron gates. It's weird. It looks like slightly thicker ivy is like covering them and like wrapping around them. At this time of year, it's starting to like be completely dead. It doesn't have very many leaves. It never does, but it doesn't have very many leaves on it. The door creaks open as you go in.
That's not great for the cemetery door to be creaking real loud.
How dark is it? Like, are we under cover of night at this point?
You're under cover of heavy storm clouds, and as the door creaks open, a light rain starts to fall.
Great. And I think Kit like ties the scarf around her hair a little bit tighter. Good thing I put my hair in pin curls before we left.
So Kit, you lead them on a winding path through the cemetery after stopping at Shovel and Sam's gatekeeper house where you take shovels. Anybody want a pickaxe? There's one in there.
I accept a pickaxe.
Okay.
This is the thing I've learned from you all, is you take the shit when offered.
Yes. I think I have one of the napkins from the speakeasy, and I like make a lipstick print on it and just like tuck it into a little nook and cranny in the
like a rouge lipstick mark on it.
Yeah, and I tuck it in somewhere where Shovel and Sam will find it later.
Wow.
Okay. Fully armed with shovels and singular pickaxe, you all go into the immense Spillman plot and start weaving through odd markers. There are grave markers in the ground. They're like little plaques that have been indented into the earth, but they don't have headstones or like big monuments or anything in here. So winding through, Kit, you lead them to kind of the center of the space, and you see a plot in the dirt that you know is where George is buried. And you see next to this spot, and this is kind of the only way to tell, a space already marked but not yet filled for Constance.
All right, boys. And I like point my toe and stick it in the dirt, and I say, "Here it is."
All right. I think Fritz is still kind of like, he like shudders a little bit because this just isn't great. Kind of gives O'Malley a look, gives Kit a look, and then pops the shovel in, pushes it down with his foot, and starts digging.
Fritz, what are you talking about? The smell is going to be awesome.
Don't. It's 20 years old, Bob. It's not good.
Speaking of things that smell bad and bad air and stuff, do we need to be worried about this at all? Do we have this lantern with us?
I mean, it's definitely, among us.
I think O'Malley still has it.
Sure, I will carry the burden of saying, yes, I have the lamp.
How far down do you think they bury people? I don't think rot.
Traditionally, 6 feet is the the number they say.
Okay, well, I don't think that air is that close to the surface, but good to have just in case.
And the light doesn't hurt.
The light doesn't hurt because it's starting to get darker and darker as the clouds thicken and blacken the sky above you. The rain is still coming down, now at a steady pace. You see the first arc of lightning followed quickly by a crack of thunder overhead.
There once was a witch who lived in the wood, who made us believe she did only good.
Spillman cornered the wretch, put an end to her spree, and stabbed her to death with the branch of a tree.
He sent that witch to a watery grave, and for a time we thought ourselves saved.
But when 13 years have come and gone, once again, lots must be drawn.
When the 8th moon hangs in a starless sky, she'll lure you out into the woods to die.
So beware of the spiders and the whispers that say,
The
witch
will
always
have
her way.
And Kit throws another shovelful of soil behind her.
I think we montage through, and we are finally at the scene. Dear listener, you have the context. You know the backstory. You're here, again, with us. The pit is dug. The casket has been uncovered. An arc of lightning flashes ahead. You see the gold embossed plates on the front of the Coalwood coffin. George Spillman. And just as you're about to crack open, another flash of lightning happens. Could I get you all to say the rhyme one more time?
No, Bob. No.
There once was a witch who lived in the wood, who made us believe she did only good.
Spillman cornered the wretch, put an end to her spree, and stabbed her to death with the branch of a tree.
He sent that witch to a watery grave, and for a time we thought ourselves saved.
A crack of thunder happens. Lightning blinds you all for a second. And suddenly, there's another figure standing above you all, looking down into the hole that you've dug.
No! What color are the moths?
Moths are blue. The figure standing over you is hooded and...
Saved?
Surely you all aren't that naive.
Oh my god.
It's good to be here.
Do we spell anything?
brackish water.
Oh, cool. Oh, great. I dropped the shovel.
Oh, please, dearies, don't let me interrupt you. I just wanted to get one last look at the old fucker.
So you must be Eloise Blackburn.
Catherine Margaret Coyle.
Oh,
Charmed, I'm sure.
I wasn't aware that we've met before, but it's nice to get reacquainted.
I know almost everything that happens here. And you, Officer O'Malley, you can put your gun down. That won't do you much good, I'm afraid.
Yes, Officer Johns, pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
You're no Jimothy. I'll tell you once, son, don't lie to me.
Oh my god. I love this woman. I'm going to shit myself. I think I'm in love. I think it's like taking Kit a minute to kind of absorb what's happening, but she is like
fully obsessed with what's occurring right now. Like, this woman specter, I think, might be her role model right now. Please continue.
Fritz.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for taking care of my garden.
Oh, shit.
Shame you weren't as discreet as I was hoping you'd be. As distressingly agile as I know you to be.
I am so sorry. I can make it up to you. What would you like?
She looks at all of you the way a wolf looks at a baby deer. And then she sits down, feet in the pit, kind of like swinging.
What I want right now is to see the old man. I want to see what's become of him. Dig him out for me, won't you?
Oh, with pleasure.
Yeah, I pick up the shovel. I am sweating. Like, and so is Fritz. This is terrifying.
Oh, you Marissa are sweating?
Yes. Yeah, I'm very warm. I'm very stressed.
Is her, like, physical form, well, not physical, but is her form currently like the drowned dead witch?
No, her current manifestation is that as she was in life.
Oh, okay.
It's very hard to see her. She's wearing it looks like she's wearing a black robe with a hood. So you can, like, kind of make out her face.
I have never been more eager to open a coffin in my entire life. I am so scared of this woman.
Shall we crack open a cold one, please?
With the boys?
Jacob! The prop comedy.
That means yes.
Okay.
Yep. I angle that shit, like, right at the seam of the coffin. I, like, kick it and I, like, crack that shit.
Okay. The lid cracks off. Another smell rises up to your nostrils. It's not really the one you were expecting. You thought it would be rot and decay. This smells more like ash.
Oh no.
The lid flies off, and inside you see an empty coffin. The bottom has been completely burst in from the ground and forced inward.
Oh my god.
There is a small 2.5, maybe 3 foot hole leading into the earth. Eloise sees this, throws back her head, and laughs as lightning arcs through the sky.
Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck?
This episode of Dread and Breakfast brought to you by the Crow Egg Fest. Get those crow eggs out of here. Get them in the pit.
We really never came back around to that. We
Sure
just kind of did it.
Yeah, I tried to produce shovels, and everyone was like, that's hilarious, but nah, we got better shovels.
Don't worry, the crow pit shovels are real. They will return.
Good, great.
There will be more Harvest Festivals, even if we don't get back to it.
Hello, Citizen. It is I, Chauncey Chancing Manton. You don't know my last name. Maybe I don't even know my last
Chauncey?
Yeah.
Chauncey, get the fuck out of here. You're not doing credits.
Go get. You haven't heard the last of me, Citizen.
Sorry about that, interloper. But hey, thank you so much for being here, dear listener. Thank you for getting to the end of the episode and for listening to Dread and Breakfast. I really want to send a thank you to Mallory Swisher-Kroll for voicing our witch, Eloise. We're so excited to have her with us this season, and I was very excited to hear her delivery on the lines in this episode because that was so good. You can find links to all of her other projects in the episode notes. Our theme song is composed by Morgan Thomas Mills and samples music courtesy of the American Folklife Center, Library of Congress. A full list of sound credits and content warnings is also linked in the episode notes. Go along and find the fun surprise that we hid there just for you. Friends, you've made it this far. You're a true OG, a real diehard. Or you have your podcast on autoplay and you haven't been able to skip forward yet. I get that. I've been there. If you're still here listening to my voice, you should find a way to get it into other ears, particularly ears of people you like. So please share the show with a friend. That would be wonderful, and it helps the show grow, and we really appreciate it. See you guys again in 2 weeks for the next part of the story. What's gonna happen? Who knows?